is this guy the next big the superstar to see in the NBA?
Okay, y'all man, I know I'm about to sound like an oxymoron that I'm about to say. Because I want him for Zion. I just told you that. I think that, the Zion trade would be great for us to land somebody like him because you could sell your franchise on there and him coming in there with Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, those guys, young guys that he can, build with. But I'm here to tell you, man, I don't love the fit in San Antonio. I know we got Pop. I
Mm,
know they got Pop. I understand it.
wow.
Shout out to my guy Mike.
Hater. Um,
Shout out to my guy Mike. Shout out to shout out to Chris. All MBS fellas. Y'all know what it is, man. I love y'all. But Victor will not live up to the hype. He will not live.
wow.
And look, it's not when I say the hype, you gotta remember, we are hyping him up to be maybe the greatest prospect in NBA history, at least since LeBron James. So I have to ask you, Keo, will he have a better career than LeBron James?
Hell no.
And it's not fair to him. And that's what I'm saying. I think people are placing too much on this kid's shoulders that the hype, even though he's hyped up, he could never live up to the hype. He would have to win 5, 6 championships for people to be okay with his career. And I just think that's betting. That's not the way you should go about it. That's not the bet that you should put your money down on. I don't see him winning 5, 6 championships. I could be completely wrong with that, but I just don't see him doing that in San Antonio. Had he gotten drafted, I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you being biased." Had he gotten drafted to the Pelicans with a guy like Brandon Ingram around him, I just think that the Pelicans are built better for him. I don't see that in San Antonio. I don't see him. Duncan got drafted into a team with David Robinson. That team had a star. It's no disrespect to the San Antonio roster. They're gonna have to build around Wemby. And Wemby, I don't know, man. It doesn't look great for me. I think he's gonna be, he's gonna get a couple of all-stars maybe. But I just think that if I had to compare him, if he stays in San Antonio, I think his career, he turns out to be, man, I don't want to be disrespectful, man. I feel like I'm being disrespectful. I feel like he'll be like a Brandon Ingram. And Brandon Ingram's great, but he's not LeBron
Wow.
James. He's not LeBron James. We're not going to do that. And Brandon Ingram plays for my team. Brandon Ingram still has a long career ahead of him. He could turn to be the next Kevin Durant, what everybody hyped him up to be. But I'm saying like if Brandon Ingram's career stays the same like it is right now, I can see Wemby's being something similar to that. A couple of all-stars maybe can average almost 30 points for sure. But I just don't see 6 championships. I think at best you may get 1 or 2, and that's if he's not in San Antonio, if San Antonio can build around him. If you're hyping him up to be the best prospect ever, and Keo, I know you're gonna try to say X says he will be a bust in the thing. Don't do that. I'm not saying that.
Mm.
I'm saying he just will not live up to the hype.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some history. Once you know where I'm going, anybody that follows basketball, you're gonna be like, okay, I know where he goes with this. So we're gonna do DeAndre Ayton and Luka Doncic, Andrew Wiggins and Joel Embiid, Blake Griffin and Steph Curry, Andrew Bogut and Chris Paul. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know where I'm going at. There has been history of that where the number one draft pick may not live to the expectation, and somebody selected lower than him may have more of a bigger impact than him. What I'm trying to say is
Here we go.
I'm not saying he's going to be a bust. I don't think he's gonna live up to expectations. There's too much expectations selected for Wimbanyama right now. You're telling me this what is 19-year-old? 19-year-old, right? Is he
19, I
not?
believe. Yes, sir.
You're having a 19-year-old young kid to have Hall of Fame expectations. Like, that's not fair to him, man. That's not right. I mean, the Spurs are not doing anything better to build around this kid. I don't think he's gonna be a bust. I just don't think he's gonna live to expectations. A lot of people say that he may be the best player to come out this draft. Um to come out this draft class. I don't think so, man. I think Scoot Henderson will be the best player to come out this draft. Um, I
Oh,
think
interesting.
I think he's gonna have a better career than him when it's all said and done. Um, I
I'm
like
not mad
Scoot.
at that though.
Um, yeah, I think Scoot is special. I think he's gonna make an impact right away once he come into this league, and I like what I see in school with Wimbanyama, man. I just think there's like too many expectations for this guy, man. And you're basically saying that it's a Hall of Fame or bust for him. We didn't have that for Zion. We didn't have a Hall of Fame or bust for Zion. This might be. I think he'll have a better career than Jabari Parker because a lot of people had high expectations when Jabari Parker and Andrew Wiggins entered the end when they're leading up to their draft. But I think Wembanyama, I like, his shot making ability, defensive play, um, the height, somebody that could dribble the ball with where he's at right now. Um, I I I think that he's gonna be a good player. He'll be an all-star player. As long as he does stay healthy and they build the right pieces around him, I think Wimbanyama will be, a very good player in the NBA. But as far as a Hall of Fame player, I'm not doing that. I don't know if he could win one NBA title, man. And you're going to the Western Conference, bro. Like the Western Conference, that's deep. You got young talent are there already with the future, man. You got guys, you got guys like Luka Doncic, John Morant. You got freaking the Lakers still there, Golden State still there, the Denver Nuggets who just won the title, Phoenix, and you got a San Antonio team who's just barely trying to get back on their winning ways. And San Antonio, they don't know what they want to do now. I don't know what they're gonna do in free agency. And
I
that's
got
when
I got a question for you.
uh,
Over or under 5 All-Star appearances?
mm, I'm gonna say under. I think he'll at least have four.
Okay. Over or under 2 MVPs? Well, I'm gonna say 1 MVP.
I'm gonna say no MVPs.
Wow. Will he ever be a scoring leader? Be the scoring leader?
I think that's a possibility. I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna throw out a name. I want you just to tell me if he's gonna have a better career than this guy. These guys that I name. Okay.
Okay.
Will he have a better career than Tracy McGrady?
No.
Okay. Will he have a better career? And I'll do players that are playing right now and players that retired. Will he be better than Yao Ming?
Yes.
Okay. Will he be better than Anthony Davis?
No.
Will he be better than Luka Doncic?
No.
Will he be better than Carl Anthony Towns?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know you're not a big Towns guy. Okay. Will he be better than Carmelo Anthony?
I'm in the 50-50 with that because I see Carmelo as possibly a borderline Hall of Famer. but
Really? Borderline. I think Carmelo Anthony's a shoe in for the Hall of Fame.
I think that's I to be honest with you, I think that's the type of career that he'll have. I think he'll have a Carmelo Anthony type of career. I just
Okay,
don't I just
so
think
you
he'll score, he'll brazzle dazzle, he'll put up these amazing points. I just don't think he'll have a successful postseason career when it comes to Wembanyama.
so you saying he's gonna be like the Carmelos, the McGrady's, the Vince
Yeah,
Carters of the
yeah,
world.
yeah,
Okay, that's fair enough. That's
yeah.
fair. I think if San Antonio could somehow maybe land like a Luka Doncic there, of course that changes everything that we're saying right now. But I just I don't see free agents wanting to go to San Antonio. I could be completely wrong about this. I'm just nervous. I'm nervous about where he's going. But I just said to everybody out there, I want him to come to New Orleans if we're gonna trade Zion. I just think a lot of times we look at a player and say, boom or bust in this situation. I looked at like LeBron and we talked about Andrew Luck in football. It didn't matter where they were gonna go. In reality, like those guys, to me, that's a generational talent where you're like, it don't matter where these guys go. Peyton Manning, it didn't matter where he ended up. He was going to be Peyton Manning, in my opinion. And I just cannot go that far and say it about Wenbamyama. I just cannot say it doesn't matter where he ends up. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. I thought when I saw Peyton Manning, he was going to be a Hall of Famer. When I saw LeBron James in high school, I said, oh, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I didn't know he was going to win that many championships, but I thought he'd be a Hall of Famer. When I saw Andrew Luck at Stanford, he retired early, but Andrew Luck was well on his way, in my opinion, to becoming one of the elite quarterbacks. So I just can't go that far with Mignata. But I do like the comparison where you said he could end up having a career similar to like a Tracy McGrady, Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter. But I can even see where he doesn't even have a career that good.
No, I think he'll stam. And you want to
That's
get him
not
traded
bad.
to the
I
Pelicans.
think I think I think all of those guys are Hall of Famers in my mind. So I'm not I think McGrady's a Hall of Famer. I think Carmelo is, and I think Vince is. And people might say you're wilding with Vince Carter, but we have to remember it's not the NBA Hall of Fame, it's the Naismith Hall of Fame. Carmelo won a championship at Syracuse. That right there, he was scoring leader. He's one of the highest scoring leaders of all time. Tracy McGrady was special. Vince Carter been special. I just when I look at their resume, I just said to myself, when you tell the story about basketball, people can say, "Oh, you can leave Vince Carter out." No, you can say he's the greatest dunker in NBA history. Who's the greatest dunker in NBA history? You can say Vince Carter, and nobody's gonna argue with you. And I know he was much better than just a dunker. Let's let's put that out there as well.
Okay. Well, um, I think he'll be all right though, man. I just don't think he's gonna have the career that everybody else have him. I've never was sold on the hype. I didn't buy into the hype. I'm just it's just not it for me though, man.
I
I'm
got one
sorry.
more name for you before we wrap it up. Ooh, I got one for you. Will he be better than Zion Williamson?
Yeah, I
Ooh,
think he will.
oh, let's go, baby, let's go.
I
All
think
right.
I think he'll be more. I think he'll health wise he'll be better though, and I just think his skill set. He has the skill set he has. It has more to offer than Zion Williamson.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and I think he could be as much as a highlight reel as a Zion Williamson also.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay.
All right.
I
Let's.
said Zion when Zion was coming out. I thought Zion could be. I thought my player comparison was a mixture between Blake Griffin and Larry Johnson. That's what I saw from Zion. He was
Yeah, I saw
athletic
that.
like Blake Griffin, but he played really physical like Larry Johnson to me.